Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. I've done some grinding and other such things over the last little bit, and now I am continuing on with the last. I'm just about ready to win the game, I think. So we're going to move on first of all with the Hidon scenario and the Cult of Kefka Tower, the last things that I haven't done. So we'll be doing it. Hidon I've been skipping for the most part recently because it doesn't really give you all that much, but I decided to go ahead and do complete some of these more obscure things. Returning to Thamasa, Realm and Strago, or as they were in this game, Hope and Rosa. Find that Strago's old friend Gung Ho is hurt. This is a weird little mini quest. It actually starts in the world of balance after you first after the non-destruction of Thamasa and you get the party back together. If you go into Thamasa with Strago, you'll find Gung Ho, his old friend who used to adventure with him, and he's asking if Strago's still searching for the Hidon or Hidon or however you want to pronounce that. I think it's supposed to be pronounced hidden because Strago says something about that being as its name suggests. It's hidden, it's hard to find. He said Ebbett's Rock, where it's supposed to be located, was underwater. You know, it had sunk into the ocean, so he couldn't go after it anymore. When he tells Gung Ho this in the world of balance, he's not very impressed by it. And then Ebbett's Rock actually comes out of the water with all this chaos in the world reforming. So when you return to Thamasa with Realm and Strago, or Hope and Rosa, Gung Ho is laid up sick, and he went after the Hidon but was defeated. And now he's injured, and so Strago's going to have to go avenge him. So this is one of the main little side quests. This is it right here. Oh, it's so far away. Hard to get to. You wonder how all these people in the world get around without boats and things, because there doesn't seem to be anything. This is an annoying place because you only see so much. One of the things I was doing besides leveling up, you may notice these nice shinies on my characters. I should not have done that, especially since I messed it up, but let's see what Clean Sweep does. But I went on among other things, I did a whole lot of stuff. And one of the things I was able to do was go to the Coliseum, do a whole lot of trading off of things, and through a series of bid wars and such things, bidding and buying and or offering of stuff at the Coliseum. I found out that I could get Illuminas and Marvel shoes, and so I have a lot of Marvel shoes. If you watched my Kappa % speed run of this game that I did, I gave Marvel shoes to a lot of my characters because Marvel shoes are awesome. They give you safe, shell, regen, and haste always, so they're super duper awesome. I also got 4 Illuminums, which is the most powerful weapon in the game. I mean, look at his evade and magic block and his stats. It gives +7 to all stats, the horrible attack power, the super awesome magic block and magic and evade, and block and evade, which especially in this is good. So now the point of this is this chest is hungry. Oh, which reminds me, I don't need to worry about lore with him. Because we have 2 Illuminas. So yeah, I've got awesome equipment. Just some ridiculously good equipment I was able to get easily from that. Not everything I wanted, but I can't complain. I can't complain. I even have an extra cursed shield if I want to get a second paladin shield, which is a little bit tempting. Unfortunately, not everyone can use the Curse Shield and Paladin Shield in this game, so none of these people can use their Paladin Shield, actually, so they didn't get to learn Ultima. Sad. But, okay, jeez. So, this dungeon is kind of weird. There's a whole bunch of random rooms you get to by stepping on random teleporters, and the whole point is to reach... Oh, there's one save point, which we'll save just because I don't really need it, but whatever. Oh, speaking of which, I ought to go ahead and equip some espers on my people. Kyron is Demi, Imp, Warp Life Show. We'll go and do Odin. Phantom. I was doing Phantom for training before, but he doesn't actually need Phantom. I think, yeah, I ended up getting Mog everything during the course of my training, because I had him using the Curse Shield, so he doesn't need anything. You have Starlit, which is good. You need life too. Yeah. So, I'm getting trolled badly. You step on these teleporters, they teleport you to random rooms. You have to go around and collect coral, and you have to collect like 12 pieces of coral in order to satisfy this chest so it'll get out of your way. And that's all there is to the dungeon, really. Then it's the Hidon in itself, which is a wimpy kind of boss thing. So you have to wander around looking for coral. Sometimes you can find 2 chests in an area. Some of them are slightly larger. It's a little bit like, and there are a bunch of wimpy monsters in here too. 5 pieces, that's pretty good. A piece. Oops. Could have gotten another chest maybe. So I have 8 pieces, which isn't going to be nearly enough. So we need to go get it more. Luckily it keeps track of how much you've given him. It. Pretty wimpy things in here too, only worth 300 XP and all. 3 pieces, that's really good. I might need just 1 or 2 more. I need to switch Edgar to throwing ninja stars, I think, or shuriken. And there's, yeah, see all these random rooms it teleports you to. Luckily the chests refill, as you may have noticed. Okay, 3 pieces, that should be more than enough. I just need to do teleporters till I arrive in that room again. I was leveling up Rosa, thinking of using her in the 3 more pieces of coral. I'm certainly going to have more than enough coral now. Jeez, they gave it to me early and now they won't give it back. Jeez. Take me to the flippin' chest. I was thinking that I could use, because Gao ended up as the Berserker. Usually Yamaro, the Berserker, is the best person to use in the Coliseum because all he's going to do is fight. Which is all you want to do in Coliseum. You give people magic and they start using spells that are, you know, useless, like Imp and Shell and... What? That wasn't enough? Jeez, he was only supposed to need 12. I handed him like 20. This might take a while. So anyway, however, Gao is a little strange. He does not... his level is set. Instead of being the average party level when you pick him up, it's the average party level at the time that the airship was acquired. He's like kind of semi-joins the party then. So he... Goodness. I thought that he was supposed to... I thought they were supposed to reciprocate. Transformers the movie. The cartoon movie from the 80s. I'm quoting there, not the one by Michael Bay. Two pieces of coral. Do I have to get 12 at once? Anyway, so he was way lower level than the level 50 average that the rest of my characters were, so I figured it would take too long to level him up to be useful in the arena. So I was going to level up Realm instead, because she had the Go-Go ability, and that's your next best bet because you can set which abilities you want to give him. So if I give her just stuff like blitzes, she'll just use blitzes. And there are a few blitzes she could use that would be useless, but for the most part it'd be pretty good at attacking. when I thought that was a good backup plan. So that's why she's level 91. I was leveling her up so she could do that. And then I had Mog there, and he was using the curse shield, so he could turn it into the paladin shield. And then, as it turned out, I just brought in others so I could level up more people and everything. And because it takes, supposedly, the people who created the randomizer said that they cut down the number of battles necessary to uncurse the shield down to 50 from the 256 it was originally. They are liars. It takes 256, just like always. So it takes forever. So I had a lot of battles to fight, and this is turning into such a time waste. A lot of battles to fight. So I ended up bringing Gao in and leveling him up with an XP egg that I had acquired, and he ended up leveling up just as high as anybody else. So, yeah, he got to the 70-ish. This has to be enough. Full burp. Whoa. Oh, yeah, you want to pass through here, right? Yes, please. Yeah, what the... And so he was actually high enough level, especially since he could use Atma Weapon. I gave him Atma Weapon and Offering, and at his high level he was doing 4 attacks of about 8,000 damage each, so... Here it is, Hidon. So he was able to do all this for me. Yay, I'm actually glad about that. Oh, that's right. That'll actually cure everything. So I didn't need to attack her. Oh, I killed him too fast. I wanted to learn Grand Train. I didn't think his hit points were that low. How pathetic, and all he gave was an air lancet. Oh well. I did it. I actually beat Hidon. I have to tell Gung Ho he is avenged. And so he runs straight home. There's nothing else in there. It's a really worthless little side thing. We find out that Gung Ho is was just faking his injury, but you know, Strago had to. This is it's one of the neat things about Final Fantasy VI. Everybody has their side quests that are important to them and everything. Kind of like Chrono Trigger 2, it has a huge amount of those as well. Less characters, but even so many characters as there are certain side quests that help fulfill them. If they're as minor as learning Blitz with Sabin finding that Duncan is alive, or defeating the Hidon, and here for Strago and Realm, it's their side quest together, really. There I was at a cave that seemed endless. Before I knew it, Hidon appeared. Yeah, it seemed endless. Straight I lifted my staff and let him have it. You didn't do anything. I want to show my enemy the true meaning of the word hero. Yeah. So that was that. Grandpa, years ago, it defeated something tormented him for decades. If you were faking, that creature meant business. What a granddaughter's raised. Amazing. What a terrible actor you are. Only hope could have been taken in by that performance. What the... Yeah, so we're going to do the other last side quest, and there's Gung Ho wandering around. Now, everything okay? All the fun places are gone now. You're looking for the man all dressed in black. He left the Coliseum. Yeah, he's in my party. He's not all dressed in black anymore, though he's yellow. I wonder if that's another color I've sometimes gotten and not even realized it was Shadow's palette. So now we need to get Gao in the party and go do the Gao quest. I'm going to do that. It's pointless. It does nothing, but it completes the Gao story, and it's really neat to watch. So I'm going to do it to show it off since I'm doing a regular run here. I can talk to anybody. Why am I going to talk to him? Minwu. Let's do 4 other people and equip them this time. Fran, we'll do you 4. Man, for now I want to do this. I don't need to worry about actually equipping anything right now because we're not actually going to be doing any fighting. I can't remember if you need Sabin in your party or not. We'll find out. This crazy old man. Just go prepare people in ages. You can't attack from side. Yeah, I think I need Sabin in the party. It's been a while since I've done this, the full complete, as this is, with everything. I mean, there's nothing you gain from this quest, so. Oh, I didn't put a person with sprint shoes on. Good thing I have several pair. But it's a neat little sweet story because you really, get a bit of closure on Gao and who he is and where he came from. Yep, you need Sabin. Oh, hello again. Yep, you were tops. That's why we quick fix that chair. Then you can usually reach the roof. You don't suppose, Minwu, could this be your father? Ooh. Come on, Minwu, it's true, right? Father? Yes, this is definitely your father. Minwu's father? Oogo! Right, let's go tell your father the news. He needs to know you're his son. Just a minute, we can't just go there with you looking like this. I know, let's go to Jidor and give you a makeover. This is pretty good. Teaching him to eat. I like how most of the party's there. It's great. No, Minwu, don't eat with your fingers. Having different people in the party will put them in different places. Yao! Don't say yao and you mean yes. Ho! How do you like these? Wait, what about those? Oh well. Did you say something? No, nothing. Uh-huh. Gogo's taking charge of helping. Which is it going to be? Oh, this is nice, but do you think it becomes Minwu? Well, we've taken over the shop. Poor shopkeepers. What? Nothing. The shopkeeper's trying to complain. What a jaunty hat. Not it. Wait a minute. Where's the hat? This is it. Me go to funeral? Perfect. Functional yet sporty. Done. Oh, wow. This is actually going to be an interesting outfit. His clothes are different. That's funny. They gave him a different set. I don't think. Phew, completely lacking in fashion, says Locke, who's actually sits there. That's so confusing. Excuse me, sir. Could you order some clothes like the ones I'm wearing? Impossible. Locke, how dare you think of sticking him in that kind of get-up? Who's the one saying that? Oh, Shadow's actually here, too. He was sitting in the chair there. Okay, Minwu, now any father would be glad to have a son like you. Ooh. Nice little thing. That was a bit of a mistranslation. You having Zell say, me go to funeral, it was supposed to be Gao. Excuse me, sir. Who in blazes are you? Oh, the repairman. Sir, you had a son, right? You with me? Son? Right, the truth is he's alive. Come here, Minwu. Father. What is this? What's with the son business? I never had a son. But now that you mention it, I once had a terrible dream. In it, a demon child was born. I grabbed the creature and rushed off to the veldt with it. It was crying like crazy when I arrived on the veldt. But, sir... I left the child there, and without looking back, I turned and started to run. I'm trying to tell you. Suddenly, the crying stopped. I turned around and saw a frightful monster. Hideous, still gives me the shakes. I give up. But you, young man, your parents must be proud of you. I still have dreams of that demon child. Frightening. Why, you old... He's completely lost his mind. Minwu, I'm gonna clobber him. Whoa. Looks like he's got a suit and a yellow bow tie. I'm sorry. Father alive. Happy. And that's the entire thing. Sweet, kind of amusing, sad. But, yeah. So anyway. Where am I going? Only 2 things left to do. The tower here, and, I need to get the right party ready for that. Papo. Zo, Fran, and who's the 4th? Locke. Pretty sure. Paladin shield, yep. Okay. Paladin shield's about the only thing he can use, so we're definitely putting Paladin shield on Zell. We need magic evade and magic boost. That's the only thing that matters here, so Magus rods all around. If we can't use Ragnarok is pretty good. Aegis shield. Force shield as well. Force shield. Excellent. This is one of the few times I want to do that. Illumina. Maybe I'll give him 2 Illuminas? Should give him 2 Illuminas, or... See, there's my second curse shield. I could use turn into another paladin shield if I wanted to grind it. I give him 2 Illuminas, I could. Mystery Veil would actually increase his, it's actually the next best magic resistance. Let's see, do I go for magic evade or magic defense? Genji's shield doesn't give any other good stats, though. Maybe I will go with Mystery Veil. Force armor. Genji armor has great stats, but the Tau robe gives me... I think I'll go for the great stats in this case. Ah, Cat Hood. Cat Hood was one of the things I found I can make 1,000 of that are really awesome. Bard's Hat or Oath Veil? Bard's Hat, I guess. Serena Gown is about all I can really use with her. Mystery Veil for you. Ah, he can use the Minerva. Minerva, ironically, can only be used by females originally. It's really great. A lot of elemental resistances as well. Except for being able to use the Ragnarok and the Ultima Shield, Fran is actually really got problems with her equipment that she can use. You can use Scat and the Genji armor. Genji armor is about all he can use. It's good. Could he put on... No, he can't either. Force armor at least, but he can't use a Cat Hood either. At least for the most part, my good equipment will be spread around then because of that. Normally I'd put a Genji helmet on him. I have a few Genji helmets. Okay. Was I talking about something else? Yeah. Side quests and such things. I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to need... I think all these guys have all the spells. During the course of my leveling up various things, I got them set, so... I'm not going to need Zone Seek. Give Fran Sprint shoes. Okay, that's fine. And Marvel shoes. Marvel shoes. Who's got the highest magic now? Cell, actually. That's fine, actually. So you get Gem Box. Marvel shoes and Hero Ring. Marvel shoes and earrings. I hate giving earrings to guys. Ha! Kind of thing. Powder's the only one I really need. Carbuncle actually wouldn't be bad. Q. Oh, I'll already have regen, so I don't need to do that. What else could I do just in case? I guess I could just do a couple of blasters, but... it doesn't do any good to give anything to him because he has Gem Box. I'm not going to bother, just going to have those two, that'll be fine. Okay, now the most annoying dungeon in the game, for a couple of reasons. So, I've read a lot of guides that have other things done before this, but I really think that this is the very last stop before doing Kefka's Tower, because it is ridiculous, especially when you can't equip... Kodachi. Weird. When you can't equip a Moogle Charm. You equip a Moogle Charm, this is just a very long fight, but these are annoying battles. It's a good thing that we all have Ultima. These give very little rewards. I think they give magic points, but magic points don't do me any good because I already have all the magic I can mastered. Nutkin suit, that is mildly... oh. I forgot. To the right of the treasure chest. There's so many obscure things that you have to talk to people about to learn everything. Including... it's one of the great things I like about these old-fashioned RPGs is that there were few enough people. Another Pearl Lance. I'm going to get a third one from here, too. Can't remember what that trade in the Coliseum for, but I shouldn't worry about it. I have enough stuff, really. Talking to people gets you the stories. If you talk to people in Mobliz, they tell Gao's story about how, because the old man's wife died in childbirth, he went crazy and thought that his son was a demon child that took his wife's life, you know, instead of being his son, and so that's what that was all about. More force armor. If somebody could equip force armor. Nutkin suit is not as good as Minerva, but it's a pretty good suit. I ought to check that. She can equip Nutkin suit. Would lower her stamina and vigor, but raise her speed and increase everything else. It's better than the Zarina gown. That's what I thought. That's good. You can equip force armor instead, which would lower your stats, but increase your magic block. We'll just leave it for now. So, you know, if you talk to everybody, you get that story about them. Mithril Vest. These guys drop such obscure things. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. Good thing I have 99 of these. I only have 4 ethers and 7 elixirs, so I've got to be a little conservative, perhaps. Ironically, crap. These missteps are going to get me in even more fights. Ninja Star, that isn't bad, except that I'm full of them. Okay, here's amusement. Haha. Oh yeah, mute. He is immune to mute. He is vulnerable to mute. It's hilarious. Let's see. That's only 45, so we'll do flares instead of Ultima, because it's about half the cost. Maybe it would be better just to do Ultima. Two dragons left inside of Kefka's Tower. Or a lance. Wow. Even better lance. Yep. Speaking of which, who can use Aura Lance? You can, but you can already use Illumina. None of these guys. Gogo, Lunith, Rosa, and Renoa. Really good stats on the Aura Lance. Not as good as Illumina, of course. 4 Illuminas. That's just so awesome. Mana's okay. I should be able to make it through here with my mana intact. Doom darts. In case you're wondering, I got Ultima from the Paladin Shield. Even though none of the Espers had it, at least I am getting that, so. Oops. Blizzard Orb. How crappy. Okay, I had to do that to okay, don't want to do that yet. Two, 3, 4. Ta-da! That's the Palador strat. Has another Sky Render. Well, at least that's something. Pretty disappointing overall. That's the problem with this randomness. Normally what you'd get is Gem Box, which I have, which is super awesome. Ironically, that's what I was saying before. normally the gem box and economizer, the two best spellcasting items, trade for each other. I didn't get any economizers this time, unfortunately, but I did get gold hairpin, and I traded the gold hairpin for gem box. So that's pretty awesome. Gem box is super awesome. Unfortunately, without any mana reduction, it's very expensive, but it's still super awesome. Yeah. Hopefully this will be enough mana to get me down from the tower. Now I have to descend. So normally the easiest way to fight him is to cast Life 3 on everybody, and then when he does Ultima as his finishing move, you take it in the chin and revive and go about your merry way. However, I did not get Life 3 this time, which is really annoying, so I had to come up with an alternate strategy, and the best alternate strategy is to survive the Ultima is Palador. You hit him with about 4 or 5 Ultimas, and then you use Palador to sweep everybody out of combat, and as soon as they land, they will start doing whatever they had queued, which in this case was all Ultimas. So if you hit him with 4 or 5 Ultimas, only 1 or 2 members of the party should land by the time you do enough Ultimas to finish him off, and then so he blasts out Ultimas as dying action, but your people who are in the air survive. Just like Chivalry is Dead, the strategy Poexel has named in Final Fantasy V, when you the strategy used to defeat Titan when you're not high enough level to survive is Dying Earthshaker. Oh, Dragoon has a use. What do you know? You're already almost out of mana. That sucks. I'm probably going to go get more tinctures before I assault Kefka's Tower. That's about the only thing I need, though. I think I have enough of everything else. Such a very annoying climb. The one thing, this is what I really hate the randomizer for getting rid of Moogle Charm. Because, seriously, this is such a pain. I mean, I get what they were saying about, you know, it's too easy because everybody can equip the Moogle Charm. And if that's the case, then you don't fight any battles in Kefka's Tower. Well, that's fine. But the Cult of Kefka Tower, he's useless. You can't run away from them. You can only use magic battles. They are so annoying. Never do this without Mog and the Moogle Charm if you're not playing a randomizer, folks. Whenever you play Final Fantasy III, make sure you do this tower with Mog and the Moogle Charm. It's just not worth it. So, need a place that sells tinctures, which is most places, because it's the only real place I can buy. There's a few things I might be able to trade for ethers, but it's not reliable enough to worry about. Take too long to... Good, tinctures. Okay, time to get ready to assault Kefka's Tower then. I had to go ahead and rest everybody. Everybody I'm going to use. Let's see, I'm going to leave behind Strago, who's useless, and I'm going to leave behind Yamaro, who is almost useless. So I need to get the rest of my party ready to go, and then I will assault Kefka's Tower. What good rages do I have? I don't have a lot of good magic with him, so I better have some good rages. Templar, is that the best I've really got? Pterodon. I think I need to go to the primary. Still going Garm, Gobble to get Gold Bear. I probably ought to go to the Veld and get a couple of things. Because I really messed up badly with him. Because he had the curse shield on, it turned into the paladin shield, and he still had it equipped, but he can't actually equip the paladin shield, so after I took it off I couldn't put it back on again. Very sad. Yeah, let's start you with something that'll be relatively useful and easy to learn. And you're full as well, so that's all I need for them. So this will be just a couple minutes of quick grinding on the Veld. I'm just going to leave it as part of my thing. It shouldn't take too long. Since I don't need to leap, that's one of the nice things they did with Randomizer, is they turned off the need to leap and get him to return, because they couldn't, probably because they couldn't figure out honestly how to get anybody else but Gao to do that, and they didn't want you having to leap Gao in order to have other people earn rages, kind of thing. So they just programmed it, they were able to change the programming so anytime you encounter a creature on the Veld, it just joins your repertoire. So I want something relatively decent. Can't remember what he gives, I really don't care. It's pretty weak. Normally he gives green berets, which you can actually, on a casual playthrough of the regular game, if you get him from the chest in the Imperial camp, and then you I hope that there are some high-level guys here, like the Tyrannosaurs, or the White Dragon ought to be here somewhere. If I can get White Dragon, that'll be enough. But anyway, yeah, they've turned it to that. White Dragon gives Pearl. If I could get the Tyrannosaurs, if we could get oh, those guys actually get Bolt 3, which isn't bad. Maybe I should, or Gigavolt, which is the equivalent of Bolt 3, which with my high magic stat should be okay. Well, high level anyway. My magic stat isn't great, I don't think, but yeah, the fangs from Narsh. I'll do 5 more battles and see if I get anything good. Marvel shoes are just so awesome. A single high-level thing. No Senior Behemoth, no White Dragon. Senior Behemoth, whatever the SR is supposed to be. Superior Behemoth? Super Behemoth? It makes you undead, but it allows you to cast Meteor. That's the spell that's associated with it. Every rage has a spell, and having Meteor is really good. It's one of the best ones. It's probably the best spell you can get from these. Again, I think we've gone a little bit past 5 I wanted to do, but I'm just hoping to see one little thing. Tyrannosaurs also give it sort of box sets, I believe. Those guys probably do tech laser. It'd be nice if you could use their absolute zeros. No idea what those guys might give. He just doesn't have enough magic to be otherwise reliable, though. Oh, there's a normal dragon. I don't know what he gives. Might be something good. I think it's revenge. No, not revenge. Something weird. I think I've used him before and was disappointed. Oh, dirt dragon. Do sandstorm, maybe. Yeah. Getting all of these end side quest things, though, things are so obscure. What you have to learn in order to do it. Things like to the right of the treasure chest that I did there in the Cult of Kefka Tower, that's a, oh, a cactrot. Now I have cactrot? That's interesting. That's a, trick with, okay, what rages do you have? Oh, I got turned to stone. That's nice. I better do something about that. Random vulture, hermit crab, telstar, harvester, repo man, Tanian general, robite, wyvern dragon, primordite, black dragon, which will probably turn me undead, which isn't great, but well, maybe I can see if I can do anything with this. Okay, it'll be good enough. You talk to a thief and he just mutters to the right of the treasure chest, something like that. There's something else that you can get by talking to the portrait of Emperor Gastal and Chudor twice. They tell you where the Emperor's treasure is, which I believe is a star-shaped mountain. Just all these obscure things. And then the ancient castle. You have to pay a one of the thieves there in the Cult of Kefka Tower at the bottom of it, like 500,000 gil, something ridiculous, in order to have them tell you the secret of that there's a treasure, that there's a thing in underneath Figaro Castle that you can go get. Yeah, it's like ridiculous. Happens to me, all the world's women will grieve if you say so. Okay, we need you. We need you. We need... I did Locke already, yeah, because he can use that. I did Joseph already. I need to do Minwu and Renoa. You have sprint shoes already, good. Okay, this is just the resting, so we're all full. Since they've all been doing things. So, yeah. Oh, it's a shadow, dream, alright. Oh, there it is going. I was afraid I locked up for a second. Glide, I'm done for. Find me here. Please, glide. Yeah, internet rumors from the 90s. People saying that Shadow's ending would change if you could see all of his visions. Doesn't happen, sadly. Poor Shadow. He has such a past. All these people have such past. His is really deep for a character that when you think about it, you almost never really get a chance to use. It's really easy to lose him permanently. It's the only one that you can really lose permanently and never get back. Okay, this is what we're going to do, and I'm going to do one last save here. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch to the next video before I finish up. Alrighty, see you on the flip side.